Welcome. If you're watching this on replay and if you're joining me on real time, welcome. This is the new moon card pull, one card pull. I'm just gonna take a sip of my little coffee. Thank you for joining me, and if you like this video, please hit like, share, subscribe. I host new moon one card pulls every new moon every month, so that's once a month. So if you're tuning in and watching this on replay, obviously I like to think that there is a message here for you, even though if you didn't directly get a reading. If you see my tail, that's my kitty cat. He likes to join me when I do readings. But yeah, there's a message here for you in this moment in time, I like to believe. So please listen throughout the video and see what messages really hit your heart space, and anything that doesn't resonate, leave. But those of you who are watching real time, I'm just gonna let some people come on in and we can start in a couple of minutes. But I hope everyone's doing well. It seems like today's a pretty eventful day. Today's the 23rd, so I think I forgot the alignments. I'm not that great with the astrology remembering, but there's some alignment with like Pluto and Aquarius or something shifting. So there's a lot of things happening. Let's just say that. But I'm gonna give it a couple of minutes, and in the meantime, I'm just gonna be doing getting my cards ready and clearing the energy and getting ready for this free card pull. And again, these are only intuitive reads. They're not questions to answers. That's for more of a personal one-on-one basis, and I do that through my website. So if you would like to book a personal reading and address a certain area of your life, by all means, I have my website. It's in my information, my link tree, all that. And if you're here, you're just here for a one card pull. The choice you do get is the deck that you will like, whether you like it from tarot, oracle, and then like I said, once people come on in, we can start doing the readings. So I'm just gonna get my decks ready. But one of the decks I'll be using is the Nefertiti Tarot. It's one of my favorite decks. So Nefertiti Tarot we have here. I'm just going to clear the energy. Hi, Sis Allow, how are you? Hi, everyone. I don't remember if I put 6 o'clock or 6:30. A lot of things have been happening. I lost track after the new moon equinox combo. Yeah, it was really much a combo. And hi, Sue, how are you? But I'm getting my cards ready here. So if you guys, this may be, depending on who comes in, tell your friends, tell anyone if they want a reading. I know there's so much going on outside of us. So I know that our eyes and ears are on alert in terms of like just things that are happening. So let me just see. Hope you're, yeah, I'm doing well. Today's a better day. Like I mentioned, I was a little under the weather, so I'm recovering, but I'm pretty much decent overall. I think also rest and just taking care of my body was necessary, which I think at some point, I think a lot of us tend to run on that like burnout mode, but I'm learning to balance myself and not overdo it. For me, I don't think I'm overdoing or overworking, but when I really think about it, sometimes I am. So I have to catch myself, because sometimes you think, oh, I can add another load, and then you realize, why are you so tired and you can't move from bed? So there's a difference in regards to balance, work, and rest versus overworking yourself. But I'm good so far. How was everyone's new moon? My new moon was calm, but then a lot of other things happened. A very interesting new moon, I would say. And also spring equinox. I feel like it literally felt like energetically a new year, because they said this is the real new year that most other countries celebrate versus, well, I think to some degree, or some people celebrate more. But it really felt like a new year. I promise you that. Did anyone do anything on the spring equinox or Ostara. I'm just folding through my cards. So one of the decks, like I said, is Nefertiti Tarot, and the other deck I felt called to use for this new moon reading live, which is, you know, not necessarily on the new moon, but it's the day after. So it's still the energy of the new moon. I went to the Stonehenge. Really? That's so cool. I bet it was magical. Oh my gosh. I know that's one of those energy hotspots. They're like pockets of energy. What are they called? Vortexes, energy vortex. I know that Stonehenge is one of them. So I bet you felt super like energized. That's super cool. I didn't do anything as cool as that, but I'm happy you had fun. It sounds really, really amazing. The next deck I have for Oracle, if you guys choose, some people don't want to do tarot, some rather do Oracle, and some rather do tarot, depending on you, is the Message from Your Animal Guides Oracle deck. So this was also calling me. It's up to you what you feel called to. But that's, anyone else did anything? I'm trying to remember. I wanted to do like a whole little ritual and stuff like that. But I did more of like kind of like an acknowledging and just saying, like chanting and stuff like that. That was more or less what I did. It was a beautiful night. The stars were out. Oh, love that. That's super cool. Well, I think I'm going to start in one more minute and then we can just start reading. I don't know about you, but my guides are ready. They're like, are we ready to read? Like, hold on a second. Let's get some more people in. So if you know anybody who wants to get read, or if they're okay being read, hop on the live. But yeah, but I don't know. I have a feeling I'm gonna have some really cool messages for a good portion of you guys. Let me just make sure I plug in my laptop. I don't want this to die. I have a bad habit of not charging my appliances where, oh my God, the longest string ever. All right, let me put this down here. And if you're on this live, please like it, please, oh please. It helps with the algorithms. You know, the algorithms like it when people like stuff, because then it sees that you like what I'm doing, and then it will push out, or at least pop me out to more people. So that's how it works. We gotta do interaction online. I did some focusing on new manifestations and journaling. Yeah, that's awesome. That's also a really good thing, just to like write out your plans or what you would like. It's also a reminder. It's like, I don't know about you guys, but for me to record better in terms of memory, I have to write as well. It's like two ways, saying it to yourself and saying it out loud, and then as well as recording. It's really good. Hi, other people. Hi, four people. How are you? I hope you're having a good day or good Thursday. If any of you are spiritual and today's Jupiter day, this is Abundance Day. You can focus on abundance, what you would like to bring towards you, you know. It's a good day as well. And we still have that new moon energy left. So it was new moon in Aries. And Aries energy is pretty powerful. I don't know if any of you made new moon water. I have my water out there, like my cat's next to it, so that's a good sign. He likes it. That means it's a good water to use. Right, we're gonna wait one more minute and we're just gonna start reading. Now with these readings, you choose the deck. How it goes is, I will say, when I say enter the emoji, you enter whatever emoji you're feeling today, and then you can put the deck, tarot, oracle, or you can choose reader's choice, which is moi. I will choose whatever I'm guided to pull for you, whatever deck. And these messages can be many different things. So don't be afraid. I tend to deliver my messages with love and with gentle love and care. I have a knack for that, so I will deliver with much love, so don't be afraid. I don't know, I feel like some people are afraid to be read by other people. It's like you're peeking at me. I'm like, well, you know, I've seen a lot of different things. Trust me, I won't judge. I think that's what people are afraid of being read. I think that's something like some people are like, oh, they're gonna judge. No, I promise you not. Trust me, I've seen all kinds of things. So I don't know, my eyes look crazy. I am not high, guys. I am not high whatsoever. Maybe it's the lighting or the red off my shirt. My eyes look tired. I'm like a little tired, but not that bad. Whoa. They look red. That's weird. But I promise you I'm not high. It looks like it, but it's not. Oh my god. They look creepy. Maybe it's the lighting because I do have a lot of oranges and reds under around me in general. Okay. So now that I give you a thought, what deck would you like? You can now start submitting the emoji and of how you feeling and what deck you would like. And I will start with whoever enters in. Hey Taryn, how are you? Happy new moon. I know new moon just passed yesterday, but it's still the new moon energy. So if you want to get a card reading, just put an emoji of how you're feeling and put the type of deck you would like. I have here Nefertiti Tarot for Tarot. And then I also have the message from your animal guides for Oracle. So you get a choice of which one you would like. I'm going to just do a burp. I apologize if you hear burps. This is just standard. Most people who watch me know that I burp consistently. It's just a channeling thing. I clear out my throat chakra that way. So if you hear burps, just ignore it. And you'll be like, ah, that's just her burps. And just phase it out. And then we'll continue reading. So I'm going to be burping a lot. And sometimes if people have energies I have to transmute a lot, I'll burp a lot specifically on certain people. And that's nothing bad. It's just I'm helping to deliver the message. Nefertiti Tarot, please. Hi, Natalie. So if you're ready, just put your emoji, dealer's choice. Taryn, I love your face. You're just like so over it. I don't blame you. Given how all the stuff that's happening. I hope everyone had a good new moon, or at least today's a good day. If you didn't have a good new moon, I hope today's a good day, or at least this live will bring you happiness, meaning just, you know, talking shit and stuff. Before I do start reading, did everyone hear about the TikTok drama of the CEO and like how they were grilling, like Congress was? That's some crazy stuff. I'm not gonna lie, I'm embarrassed at times, like, to be from here, America, just because of some of the things. I'm like, this is not us. This is not us. Oh my God. But I digress from that. But I hope you guys are tuning in because it's crazy. It's wild. It's wild what's happening around us. I'm like this, like, oh no. It's like watching a train wreck. Like someone, you clearly know if someone's just picking at a specific person for a specific reason, for a specific agenda, and you're just like, it's so clear as day, and it feels like a show. It just feels like a show. It's like everything's so open, and we see things with. I'm hoping most of you see everything with the truth in front of you. Like it's discernment and just, you know, it's bullshit. And you're just like, why is this happening? So it's just something I've been noticing more and more in 2023. And definitely a marking of this year and what it's about. So I'm just scrolling up just to see. All right, cool. So I just wanted to say that because Basically, it's a show by Meta, actually. I don't know if Meta owns YouTube. I don't know. But it's actually, it's been said it's by Meta, who it's just a whole rabbit hole, and it's just this, let's just all do this. Like, this is gross. I just can't. I can't wait for better days. It's just, we gotta obviously do something about it. I'm just hoping that everyone else that sees this is like, wake up. So hopefully. And if some of you are not from the US, I know it's painful for you to watch as well. So I know I've been hearing from other people it's painful to watch. It's like, ooh, it's not that great here. Oh no, I can't even think about it. I'm gonna start. I'm laughing out of like, just like, this is delirium. So, Sis Allow, you said reader's choice. You're the first one. Why does this keep? I wish the chat could stay on a little longer. It keeps fading so class. Okay, it says, could you read for my friend Johanna? She's currently working, but ask if you could pull for her. Of course, I will definitely read for Johanna. So first person is Sisalau. And I see you wearing red beard. I see your request. So we're going to do Sisalau. She says, reader's choice. I'm literally cutting this deck and ready to shuffle for you. So that means it's going to be the Nefertiti Tarot. Sometimes my hands take over and I realize, oh, this deck is for you. So let's see what messages we have for you. Sorry if you're wobbly. Let me see if I could put a heavier weight on the bottom of this stand. Let's see. There you go. No wobbles. This is for Sisalau. A message that she needs to hear in this moment in time. So they're talking about time, Sisalau. Are you like trying to find more time, or you trying to make time for something? They keep referencing the clock and time. Yes, they keep referencing numbers and time. I literally see a clock and I see numbers, tick, 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 tick. So I don't know if you're always feeling like you're at the short end of stick when it comes to time. Maybe if you are in the US and this daylight savings is literally like a rob, it robbed you even more so of time. So now everything feels like you're trying to make up for lost time, or you're trying to keep up with your life. Or you're trying to make time to do something, like something's been cut shorter. Not enough time. I feel like, you know, the bunny from Alice in Wonderland, he's always late and he has a clock and he's always looking at the clock and he's always rushing to go from place to place. I feel like that's you, but I feel like also that's kind of like how your mind is. It's very much mitchy match, back and forth. And I feel like your guides want you to start changing your schedule to match what's happening around you. They want you to say, okay, you're clearly sprinting from one thing to the next, and you clearly feel like you're rushing all the time. And this time difference is not helping you if you're in the US, or some change in time for you. And they want you to modify your schedule again. They're saying, okay, clearly you're rushing to everything. It's not working out. You feel like you're out of breath. You're tired by the end of the day. You're not getting enough rest. You're stressing out. Let's change the schedule. Let's change our routine a bit. And this may, and I'm hearing you need to make more time to sleep. Like, I don't know if you're like, let me do this extra thing. Kind of like when I mentioned overworking myself earlier. Clearly there was a message there for you too. But I feel like you always want to, like, let me just finish doing this and then I'll sleep. Or let me just do this and then I'll get to that. And it's kind of like you're literally like pushing things back, and it's always like you're basically losing sleep. It's hard because everything's on me, 100%. And my heart goes out to you, and I think you're super like super person for doing that. But I do think rest is necessary. Think about it this way. I feel like people put themselves in an expectation. I have to do everything. I have to get this done. If this doesn't get done, nothing else gets done, which is 100% true in your case. But think about it this way. If you are down and out because you overworked yourself, your body just like says, okay, we're done. And you get sick or you get tired and you can't move, with or without your mind telling you we have to do more, you can't physically fight against your body. Okay. I know. You can't physically fight against your body when your body's saying, hey, we need rest. Although our mind wants us to do so many things, our body cannot do so much. And we have to learn how to work with ourselves and work with our limitations. She says, that's what happened last Thursday. My body gave out, literally. This is a sign for you to pay attention to your body. Your body is your temple. It's what's going to allow you to do things with effectiveness and productivity. Without your body, without your mobility, without your energy, you cannot do anything. Okay, so think about it this way. How can I form my schedule to help support my rest and well-being, at the same time doing what I need to do? And this may be you have to reschedule and maybe take some things out or cut your losses. There may be some things you just have to cut your losses on and say, you know what? My health matters more, and I may have to do something different. I don't know if this is job related. You may have to find another job, or you may have to switch jobs or find a job that suits your needs better. I feel like you have to switch something out. And I know it's scary because, again, everything depends on it, but you do have to incorporate rest because rest is really important for you. If your body's giving out, it could be worse the next time around. And you can't think in that way, like, I'm just going to do the most. You're literally in survival mode. And you got to be careful with that, especially with your body, because your health matters. Your well-being matters so much. I work 2 jobs. Okay, so that's a lot, and I've been there before, and I worked 2 jobs. You don't realize how much you do until you rest. When you rest, it's like a freight train hits you, and your body's like, ugh, and you're recovering. You're like, I am so damn tired. But I do tell you, when you do like a lot of things at once, it does run you down over time. So you got to be really careful. If anything, try to incorporate at least an hour or 2 of time for yourself, or try to go to bed a little earlier and leave certain things to a certain time. I feel like they're making me feel like you can do this. They're like, there's some things you can switch around that you can actually implement that will make it easier for you. And if you need help on certain things that you don't necessarily have to do alone, you can have someone help you out and it won't be too much of a pain. Ask for help. It's okay if someone does one thing and helps you out in another way. It could really help you. And you never know, that help can add something good for you in terms of feeling better and also feeling relieved. So don't be afraid to ask for help. For example, I don't know if you have kids or anything, or you have like responsibilities or something, or a pet or whatever. Maybe they could spend a certain day out of the week that someone takes that responsibility. Like, you know, they go to grandma's house, or they go to someone else's house, or you do combine like activities together into one where you're doing some things together to kind of shorten the time. But I'm hearing you can shorten the time on certain things you do. If it's chores, maybe one day you do the bathroom and one day you do this, and then 2-3 days out of the week you kind of rest. There's ways. You may think there isn't, but there is ways. And you just got to sit down and really think of a easier way to condense your week. You know, condense the workload. Oh, okay. See, it's hard to not do it my way. Okay, that's where that's where you're fighting yourself. So you gotta allow help, allow people to help you. Maybe even someone can give you an idea of how to change things around. If you have friends you care about, maybe ask them, hey, can you give me insight? What do you do? Or what are ways? Or look up online. There's so many ways we can condense and organize and shift our schedules in a way that's gonna be helpful for us in terms of balance. But you need a rest, girl, because your guides are literally saying it's necessary for you to function. They're saying your body will continue to give out, and it will get worse. You won't feel any better. So you need to start literally feeding into your body, eating more good foods, hydrating, drinking water, sleeping. I don't know why they tell me to list all this stuff. So maybe you haven't been doing it. Take your vitamins. Make sure you check out your body. I don't know why they're saying there's like headaches, or if you're getting some type of consistent symptom, go to the doctor, check it out. Maybe there's something they can help you with, whatever it is. But they're really saying, like, do all the things. Go to the doctor, do all the things that you need to do for general health care, just so you have your P's and Q's in order. And when you do go back and doing all the jobs and all these things, you're at least efficient and you have energy for that day. So I saw a couple other, someone else, I see someone else mention Kaya Nat. Hi, everybody. If you're joining in for this new moon live reading, only do one card pulls and they're intuitive messages, no questions. If you would like a one card pull, I have tarot, was it Nefertiti tarot, and the, what's it called? Message from your animal guides. If you would like to be included, just put an emoji and the type of deck. So that was your reading, Sisala. I feel like they gave me a bunch of messages in one for you, but there is a way, and if you need help, don't be afraid to ask. Don't be afraid to ask, or even if you believe in guides, you can ask your guides to help you be open to new ways of balance. You can say that for the new moon. You can manifest that or put that in the air. Help me find new ways of balance within my schedule and self-care. And that's something you could put out there. Or you can even say it out loud, like a manifestation. So that's your reading. You know what? I did not take a... Do I have a pen? I should do a pen and everything. I have a pen and a notepad here. So I'm going to write down people's names so I can keep proper track. And I don't want to scroll up and down as we're doing that. But I hope that reading helped you. It's just your guide saying, hey, we can do things a little better. You don't have to overwork yourself. There can be moments of rest. I don't have angel decks. I only have those two decks. Usually I just choose the decks I'm guided to for the reading. But like I said, it's Nefertiti Tarot or the animal messages from your animal guides. Let's see. So Sisalau, we did you. And by the laughter, I feel like it's like you're laughing. Like, I get it now. I get the message, guides. Let's see who's next. I'm just writing down people's names. So in the meantime, just give me 1 minute. Let's see. I see Sue is next. And she said tarot. So, and don't worry, Sisela, I'm gonna read for Johanna. I have her down. She may be a little later because I want to honor the people who commented underneath as well. So varying red beard, you said dealer's choice? Yeah. I see you. Where are you? Got it. Taryn. Let's see. Dealer's choice. I love the look, Taryn. Smug face. I love it because that's how I feel. Well, in terms of society. Nefertiti Tarot for Natalie. All right, Tarot. And let's see. Kaya Nat. Thank you, Kaya Nat, for subscribing. I appreciate you. I hope you enjoy my content. I do Reiki, I pick a card, new moon readings. You're gravitating towards the animal. Got you. That's for Red Beard. I got you. The first one, tarot for Kaya Nat. All right, I got that. And the Bible Rota. I'm just gonna say Rota, just because it's your name is pretty long. Sounds like a cool name. The Bible Rota Ancient Myth School. And you just said tarot. Nefertiti tarot. Awesome. Okay. So I wrote everybody down, and we're gonna do so after Natalie's Johanna. So this is for Sisalau. Johanna will be after Natalie, and then Kaya Nat, and then Rota. All right. Thank you for liking the live. Woohoo! You're helping me with the algorithm and all that jazz. So let's see. Okay. So let's see who is next. This is Sue. So Sue, you said tarot. So let's see what messages are coming in for Sue. Oh, thank you, Rota. I'm sorry if I just gonna call you Rota because I don't know, that's the name that popped out for me out of all the letters. Thank you so much for subscribing and liking. I hope you enjoy these new moon lives. I would do them more often, but I do have a full-time job. So I'm doing this after work. I know. But you know, hopefully in the future I can do this more full-time. We'll see. You never know. Sky's the limit in 2023 right now. All these things are happening. I feel like anything's possible. So this is for Sue, tarot. Let's see what messages we have for Sue. I don't know why, Sue, but your guides are hinting me towards your heart space, like your heart center. They keep mentioning heart, heart, heart. So, there's something going on with your heart. I do think maybe your emotions are connected to your heart, and heart space tends to, the heart chakra tends to rotate around relationships and connections in general. This could also be in regards to yourself, compassion and love. So the card that came out was the Eight of Swords. So this usually means that we tend to feel trapped or overwhelmed mentally by maybe our circumstances or just life or what we're dealing with currently. But I do think it's related to like the heart space. There's points in your life, like right now, you may feel trapped in a sense of there's certain thoughts that it's hard for you to get away from. And you know that they're not helpful for your growth. You know they're not good for you, but at the same time, they are how you feel. It's like you feel how you feel. And I'm hearing just be mindful of those emotions and feelings. Don't reject them, but understand them. Why do I feel this way? And maybe address it deeper. Like, okay, what is causing me to feel this way? And I'm hearing it's more like waves of emotions, like kind of like processing like an ending and a new beginning. So as you deal with endings, emotions and feelings may come in waves. And I feel like this is what's happening. At points you feel like, okay, I'm ready for this new beginning. Woohoo! And then at points you're like, oh my God, I'm afraid, I'm scared. I don't know what to do next. So this is what I'm feeling for you, Sue. There's like this high and low. And at times you may feel a little more overwhelmed and you feel like, I don't know what to do next. And it may trap you in a cycle of mentality of fear or just doubts or just feeling down. So I'm hearing from your guides that don't worry about these emotions and feelings. Just understand it's what you feel in the moment. It doesn't define you as a person. It doesn't define your love. It doesn't define what's going to happen next. Think of it as just moments of understanding that, you know, sometimes we have difficulties when it comes to understanding our love process and what's next, especially when you're doing things that are new. Fear tends to come in and out just because you don't know what's next. And that fear of the unknown tends to seep in. So this is what I'm feeling the Eight of Swords is regards to, like the fear of the unknown in regards to your love life, in regards to the future in love. So that's why your guides are saying don't consider these emotions permanent. It's just more of you trying to process and understand what is happening with you in the moment and what's going on, because you're on a new path. So just be patient with yourself. Don't expect yourself to know everything at the moment, but just be compassionate. Just say, you know what? It's okay to feel like I don't know what the hell I'm doing, because I don't. And how do you expect myself to be confident when I don't know what it is? So it's just like, you know, put that rationality in there and understand why you feel the way you feel and acknowledge it and say, all right, it's okay to feel this way. I will find my way. And think of it this way, you always have, and you've been okay all this time. It doesn't mean you're not going to be okay later. So you've done so well so far. Just continue to trust yourself and know that you know what's right for you and you know what's not right. So that's kind of like trusting yourself to step into this new beginning and just embrace the experiences coming your way. So that's what I'm hearing for you for this new moon. You know, allow yourself to feel. These thoughts may come in and out. They don't define you. It's just a process, and you're learning to kind of find your footing. And you're not supposed to know everything. That's what makes it fun. If we knew everything that would happen in life, it would be boring, and we wouldn't really learn anything, and we wouldn't value things to the deepest core. So this is the whole point. It's the reason why we're here, is to learn, embrace, and grow, and learn from experience and emotions and all those things. Because in life, we're going to experience all ranges of emotions: grieving, happiness, torture, sadness, suffering, love, lust. That's the whole point. It's like a wild roller coaster ride. And we chose the generation to come in, especially the time to come in. So think of it that way. Just enjoy the experience and the process, and know that's going to be highs and lows, but that's okay, and you will always be okay. Thank you for the reminder. It's okay to not feel like I know what I'm doing. Agreed. Exactly. And whenever you need words of encouragement, there, like Redbeard said, don't be afraid to reach out and know that there's people around you that are kind of going through the same thing, or at least can be a safe space for you to express yourself. So there's always someone somewhere going through the same thing you're going through, not exactly to that degree, but they're experiencing something similar. Especially now, I feel like a lot of people collectively are experiencing the same thing in different ways. So that is your reading. It's just like a little reminder from your guides. You're okay. It's okay what you're feeling. It's part of the process. But be kind to yourself too. Don't let those feelings sit too long. Just acknowledge them and then let them go. So let's see who is next. So that was your reading, Sue. And I have here Redbeard. And you said animal. You said animal oracle. So let's see what's going on for your reading. So I hope those messages help you, Sue. And now we're going to go on to Redbeard. So let's see what is going on with Redbeard. What message do they need to hear in this moment in time? Okay. It's weird that they want me to do it this way, but it is. I'll take it. Okay. So Redbeard, I feel like this is like a really great message for you. It says here the penguin spirit guide is coming through, the animal. And the spiritual meaning for this penguin and what its message to you is the period of darkness that you've been experiencing is now passing. Okay. And as I'm looking at the time, I see 7-7. So 7-7s or number synchronicities may be something you see often that is popping up more. And I'm hearing they're popping up more as the changes are occurring in your life. So I feel like there's a shift mentally happening, but I'm also hearing this shift is happening physically. They're telling me that you're not the same person before, and that what you experience has changed you in a way that's you feel more aligned to yourself and who you really are. They're giving me a feeling that you don't like the same things you used to like before. You thought you liked some things and then you realize you don't. And you're starting to see that you're kind of distancing away from maybe people or like social circles or just activities and hobbies. They just don't align with you anymore. They're telling me like certain things just, you don't feel it. And a part of you feels like, is this like okay, or like is this weird? But at the same time, you know it's just who you really are coming out. So your real wants and needs and likes, you're starting to acknowledge them. And that's a part of the process of what's happening to you. So they're saying that things will get better and better, and the more you start to do things that you like and that you feel aligned to, the better things are going to happen. And when I mean better, your experiences are going to be so much more profound, and you're just going to have very enlightening moments, moments where you just feel really connected. And I don't know if that's something that you didn't feel as much before, or you just felt like you were searching for something. And now it's kind of like you're finding your footing and you're starting to realize, I'm going to start doing things that I like now. I thought I liked this, but it's because I wanted to help this person or do it for this person, or I thought I had to do it. But now it's like you're getting this itch you need to scratch, and the itch is basically you doing what you feel is right. Like that itch. You've been ignoring that itch for a while, and now you're just like, fuck it, I'm gonna do it. I don't know why, but I feel like you tried to be nice before and maybe a little too nice. And the way they're making me feel is like you don't care if you are considered mean to other people. But it's not you being mean, it's just you being truthful and honest. So it's like you don't care. I 100% know what you're going through, but you don't care anymore. And it's not that you don't care about people, it's just you don't care to be the person they want you to be. You're like, I'm done playing that role. I just want to be myself, and I want people to enjoy me for me and not think I'm mean or not think that I'm being this or that. So I don't know why if people told you you're insensitive or people told you like, and this is not a lot of people. This just could be people that you normally interact with, or maybe one particular person. They just don't like the way you're changing and they're saying things. So I'm just hearing things are going to be a lot better than before. Keep being you and don't change yourself for nobody. And I promise you, the right people will gravitate towards you. Just remember, you have to be kind to yourself in the process. Don't criticize yourself. That's something you do. You don't do it openly, but you do it in the background. Like your mind tells you things like, oh, you shouldn't be doing that. You look like this, or whatever it is. It's like this internal dialogue that's very critical, and you're starting to acknowledge that and maybe just be a little kinder to yourself. And I feel like the more you start to embrace and love who you are and what you're becoming and not think of yourself in a critical manner, that's when you start to attract people that are going to love you for you. So just remember, how you treat yourself is how people will treat you. So if you're talking negatively to yourself, people are going to say things. And you don't want that. So you start loving yourself more and start saying, you know what? I'm perfect the way I am. I am growing to who I want to be. And the right people will always find me. Just say that to yourself. And I promise you, you'll start to feel more connected, and you're just going to align people. You're going to just meet nice people, people who are just good as people and who acknowledge the attributes that you truly have, the ones that you really value about yourself. So that's what I'm hearing. That was a mouthful, but I felt like it was needed for you to hear. Be nice to yourself. Be nice. Okay? Says, I've been looking for like-minded people. Bless you, Oracle. You will find that. You just got to be kind to yourself. Be kind to yourself first and build that relationship within yourself. And I promise you, you will attract the people that are similar to how you portray yourself and act to yourself. So just remember that. It's like how you treat yourself, others will treat you. So you want nice people? Be nice to yourself. You want people who are going to love you for you. Love yourself for who you are. And then people will come through. I promise you. And you'll be a lot more happier. A lot happier, joyful, just loving anything you do. And you're just going to have a good time. I feel like that's something that a lot of us tend to have issues with. We just tend to be super critical of ourselves. And it sucks trying to battle the mind and try to be kind and compassionate with ourselves. But I hope that message helped you. These are some deep messages, man. There's some deep messages, really like profound, deep healing stuff. But I hope that helped you, or at least gave you an inkling of what to do next in terms of finding the like-minded people. So that is your message. And I have next, let me just make sure no one else new came in. If you're coming in and you're new, hi, I'm Luna So Orica. I am doing 1 card pulls. If you would like to get a card reading, just put an emoji and let me know if you like Nefertiti Tarot or the Animal Spirit Guides. And I will read you an intuitive messages. Anything that comes through for you. Usually it's the message you need to hear. So let's see. Next one is Taryn. And Taryn said, oh, I don't remember. Let me look up to see what Taryn said. You said dealer's choice. Yes, you did. I didn't even write that down. So Taryn said dealer's choice. I'm getting a freaking huge pull to Nefertiti Tarot. Excuse me. I don't know why, but the eye was what caught me. Excuse me, I'm gonna burp again. Oh my gosh. This is for Taryn. A message for her for the new moon. All right, let's see what message we have for her. My nose is itchy. Oh my gosh. Confirmation. Was the nose itch a confirmation? My nose, that tickled. Let's see. Ooh, you got the Queen of Wands. So, Taryn, this message is yours and yours only. What I'm feeling with this Queen of Wands, I feel like both the burp and the yeah, my nose itches also during readings, but it's transitioned from itching to burps. Now I got both with Taryn, so that means you're extra special, Taryn. But right here it says here the Queen of Wands, and I'll just show you that card is very pretty. And you see how she's picking up like all these beautiful white flowers. I don't know why, but they're telling me white is a power color for you. Does that make any sense? They're telling me white is a power color for you. And it keeps showing me the third eye. So power color, third eye. If you want to like do some type of like meditation, or I'm hearing like if you want to do something in terms of channeling, wear white or use white. What crystals are white? That's how light has a mixture of both, but I know there is a white crystal. I just can't think of the name. Selenite's not really white. I can't for the life of me. Calcite? I think, to some degree. I'm not sure. But I'm hearing white is a power color, and this is something you could utilize. Yes, it does represent purity, but I'm also hearing it also connects to the higher realms, and you're very much aware what that means. I do feel like right now there's certain things that you're very attracted to that you want to pursue or do, and they're saying also to get more energy. You guys are just bear with me because this is what I'm hearing, and I'm just going to say it verbatim what I heard in my head. They're saying if you want more energy, wear white. I know. You're like, what the hell? Wear more white. They say if you want more energy. This is just like physical energy, energy in general. There's like something with the attraction of energy and power. It makes sense with the candles and how white does represent different intentions. It also could be an amplifier. So I feel like right now they're saying for you wearing white or wearing more like lighter colors can help, but specifically white, they're telling me. There's a reason why they pulled this card because of the white here. So you need to wear that color. They said that's the color you wear the least. Wow. Try incorporating white. It's gonna help you like clearly see and channel more too. And this is like more or less like if you're unclear about certain things, or if you want to understand things better, wear white. If you want to have like an intention or manifestation, or like put an intention out there, wear white. I know. I don't know what's that's the message I'm getting, good girl. I'm just gonna go with what I got, and that's the message. That's a white crystal. Try if you can't wear like wear a shirt, maybe wear a wristband, a white, something white on you. Um, how light is white? That's a white crystal if you feel drawn to that. But wear white. That's the question. That's the not question. That's the message they keep telling me to tell you. Wear white. I'm just gonna leave it at that. And just think of it this way, color therapy really does matter, and colors do attract certain energies. I promise you that. So, and also, white does represent the crown center. Also, violet, you could do white or violet, but that I know that's what I'm saying. It's oddly specific. I like that's the message. I saw third eye, and then I saw wear white. It's gonna bring you more energy. I'm assuming maybe because you are going through some things and they're like, hey, this will help you. Wear white. Let me know. I want to know. This is really cool. Messages like that I can't make up. It's just out of that comes from spirit. I want to know if anything happens when you're wearing white. Like you never know, good things might happen and you just start like, or maybe something cool happens to you. I don't know. Like again, that's an adventure you have to take yourself. Gandalf the White. Yes, Gandalf the White. Actually, I was just finishing seeing Lord of the Rings not long ago. I remember when Gandalf becomes Gandalf the White. Okay. Anyways, they kind of made me lose track, Redbeard, with the Gandalf. All right. That's your message, Taryn. I don't know what else to say, but that is your message. I hope it serves you well. Next one will be Natalie. And Natalie, are you on? You have here tarot. And if anyone's joining me, hey, thank you for joining me. I'm doing new moon one card pulls. No questions, just one card pulls. I have a tarot oracle. If you would like a reading, just put it in the comment section, emoji, And let me know if you want tarot and oracle. And they're just intuitive readings. So let's see. Natalie said, yes, I am here. Perfect. Okay. Tarot. Let's see what messages come for you, Natalie. So let's see. Thank you for the love and support. I appreciate it. This is for Natalie Tarot. You have 2 cards, Natalie. Not just 1, 2. Okay, you have here the Moon card. This beautiful card. Okay. This represents the feminine energy. Also represents mysteries, things being illusions, mysteries as well, things being behind the scenes. So that's one message. And the next one here is the Ten of Pentacles. So they're saying right now things in terms of like there may be a manifestation or there may be something that you are working on in terms of Tens of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles means like good home life, abundance in the home, abundance within your environment. So they're saying right now that you may not see what's the next steps, but it is leading towards this Ten of Pentacles. And for this new moon, I'm hearing you have to release and surrender to like the universe. They're telling me you're doing everything you should to help amplify and step you into this. Now, you just got to let the universe do its magic and work with you. Let it work for you. You did all the work. You met up to that halfway point and let the universe take care of the rest. I feel like you're the type of person you want to know if everything's going to be okay, or you have to check. Like, oh my God, triple check, quadruple check. I don't know if you're the type that you pre-check your work like 3-4 times before you submit it, and you have to check again because you want to know that you're good. And if you're good, it settles that anxiety that you have. Well, sorry to break it to you. Certain things you may not know the outcome to exactly because, again, there's other circumstances happening. Again, like in timelines and things of life, some things are unpredictable. You can predict your own actions. You can determine what you do, but you can't determine what happens around you. It's just by chance. But you have to trust in yourself, in the process, and that things will happen the way you want it to happen. Whoa, it just got, let me just drink some. Okay, I just need to drink a little bit. They're telling me that for you to achieve any like manifestations or achieve a moment like of abundance, whatever that is for you, that it may not be the course that you're thinking. You may have to do things in a different way that's unconventional in your eyes to achieve this. And that they're saying be open to new ways of achieving this. And I feel like this is abundance, new home, whatever it is, you may have to do things in a different way. And it may take, the time frame may not be what you expect. So it may be a little longer, it may be shorter. Certain time frames to whatever this is, it depends on what you're doing and how you're approaching it. So the universe is going to present some things to you, and that's up to you if you're willing to take that path to get there. But it will be unconventional. And unconventional meaning it's not going to be what you expected. Okay? So I feel like in general, what they're telling me, don't have your whole heart and soul set on one particular way. Allow new ideas, new pathways, new methods to come through for you to achieve your success. So don't put all your eggs in one basket mentally and say, it has to be done this way, like that, like that, like that. Sometimes things do happen and the universe creates certain ways for you to do it in a quicker way, maybe a more efficient, maybe more easily done with less time and effort and struggle. So just be open to the new methods of achieving your success. It may not be what you expect. That's why you feel this moon card. You feel kind of like things are not revealed to you. You don't know what's next. You're doing everything. You're like, why am I not here yet? I'm trying, but maybe there's another way you have to approach it. So this may be like, for example, I don't know why I keep hearing home, or maybe you want to get a new apartment or move somewhere, or like achieve like the home and then the car and the this and the that. I feel like you want that whole package, and spirit's like, okay, you want this whole package, then you have to be open to different ways of achieving it. It may not be what you expect. So this is where we got to adapt and be crafty and be like, all right, we have to kind of roll with what's being presented to us and find ways to get there. So that's what I'm hearing for you. So just be open to the new ways to achieving success. It may not be the methods you think, it may be different ones, and it may cut the time shorter. But again, that's up to you if you're willing to do it that way. Okay? And that may be putting your pride aside to achieving this. Maybe there's like a way that you don't want to, I don't want to do it like that. Remove that. If it's going to get you there faster, what does it matter? You want this, right? You really want it? Don't worry about the method. You'll find your way. It says, very interesting and spot on. I feel like it just leveled up recently again, and I'm playing the game in a different way. That was a great message from the guys. Stay open. It's totally true. Yeah, we have to stay open. And think about it this way. Things are never set in stone in terms of the process. There's always curveballs. There's always obstacles. But if we know how to adapt and redirect course in a way where, okay, there's this obstacle, maybe I'll shift things around, I'll try it this way, and it works 10 times better. You know, for some people it's hard for them. I'm gonna just talk in creator aspects because that's the only frame mind that I can think of at the moment. Is that, like, for me, at a point with certain apps, it was just pictures and captions and shit, you know? And now it's like they're saying now the new way to connect with people is clips. And for me, I'm like, clips? I'm like, I don't want to do that. I'm so used to doing this way. And it's gotten me to a point, but because technology changes, we have to change along with it so we can connect with people. That's the whole point. The whole point is connecting. I was so used to one method, and I'm thinking, well, I'm connecting, so what this method? And they're saying, well, we're changing, so you have to change with us. Do you still want to connect with people? Yes. So we have to change the way we approach things so we can connect with people, more people. And, you know, that's when I changed to Reels and I started doing videos. And I was like, wait a minute, this is way more easier, less stress, and I can say what I have to say quick and easy. And it's kind of lifted some weight in a sense. It's less sitting down and typing and crafting and spending so much time and my hands and the typing and typos, and I can now just do a video and I can get straight to the point and deliver the message I need to deliver to people. I'm just using myself as an example, but that's kind of the message I was kind of sending off to you. So there's different ways. We just got to change and modify. Like you said, you leveled up, so things are different. Allow yourself to shift. And it may be easier than you realize. So let's see. It's like surfing. Yeah, pretty much. Riding the waves and learning the different waves. And some waves get bigger, some are smaller. So you just got to learn how to ride them. And that's it. That's a cool analogy, surfing. That's actually really cool. So I'm glad that message helped you and kind of reiterated what you're going through. Sometimes these messages are just confirmation of what you're going through. And I'm more than happy to give you the confirmations. Confirmations are really helpful, especially if you don't know what the hell you're doing. You're just like, I keep feeling this way, but I don't know if I'm right. And someone just says it, you're like, okay, I don't have to doubt myself anymore. So let's see, hit those buttons. Let's see. Oh, Lola, you're here. Lola, will you like a card for the new moon? Let me know if you like tarot or oracle. You're welcome. You're going to be fine, Natalie. Don't worry. You're going to achieve that success. It may be easier now, which is always great. Dealer's choice for Lola. All right, next up we have is Johanna, and Sisalau told me that Johanna is at work, so I don't think she's currently on. So I'm just going to do her reading really quick. Wait, is she? Let me see. Sisalau, is Johanna on? If not, you know what? I will boot her to the back, because then I can tag her reading at the end and I don't have to find it through the other readings, because it's kind of hard. You got to review everything and find the person's reading in the time. So I may just do her last. That actually makes more sense. Why did I say that? I don't know. If she's not on, I will go to the next person. I'll put Johanna last. Perfect. Okay. Just so I could make it easier for her to find her reading versus like the scrolling, and I want to make it easy peasy. So, because Johanna's gonna be last. Is that my cat? Horace. I'm hearing like a whimpering. Horace, where are you? Hello? I just heard a whimpering. Am I bugging? What the heck? Horace. Where did he go? He normally answers. Where are you? All right, let me check on my cat. He likes to go in places. Oh my God. Just give me 1 minute. Give me 1 minute. I'm hearing whimpering from afar. Oh, you're here. Okay. I called you. Why didn't you come? Say hi to the kitty. Hi, Horace. Say hi to everybody, Horace. Hello, people of the internet. Was that you whimpering in the bathroom? You silly child. Oh, he's the sweetest boy ever. Sweet baby. Sweet, sweet baby. He's so playful. The suspense. I heard, I'm like, who is that? It could just be him whimpering. I don't know why. Sometimes I feel like he sees stuff because he goes crazy. Keep us on our toes. No, he's just like, love me, lady. Love me. All right. He has the boop nose. You know what I'm talking about? His nose is smushed. So you could do boop, boopies. He has like a smushed nose and I love it. Damn it. All right, let me stop talking about my cat. Gosh. Cute baby. Okay. I get so obsessed with my cat. You named your cat Sekhmet. I love that. Yes, he's Horus. I was thinking Anubis, and I was like, nah, Anubis is actually a dog. No, he's the guardian of the underworld. But no, he's Horus. He's a regal character. Yeah, really regal. Now he's parking his body behind me. So, yes, yes. Say hello to Sekhmet for me. Let's see. I have a ginger called Beauregard. Yes, he's very regal. He's beautiful. It's like he's like a sphinx. It's like the sphinx was made out of him. I'm like, you look like a sphinx. Just like his demeanor is very regal. My calico was named Luna and she passed. Oh, I'm so sorry about that. Well, I promise you this. Your babies, your animal babies, never leave your side. They're like your OG, triple OGs. Like they're around you until you move on. They never leave your side. My other cat, I already know he's up my behind all the time. My cat. So I see him everywhere. So yeah, I see him everywhere. I see my cat everywhere. My cat that passed away too. I see him everywhere. I be calling his name. I say Horace, and then I say my cat's name. His name is Grandpa or Grampy because he looked like he was the old man cat kitten of the litter. He was the, I guess to other people he was ugly, but I thought he was so freaking cute. He reminded me of Master Splinter from the Ninja Turtles. And that is the reason why I took Splinter, and I just picked him up and I'm like, all right, this is mine. He may look, not the most beautiful one of the bunch, but he actually became a really beautiful cat. A lot of people thought he was a girl because he was so feminine and pretty. Beautiful cat. Very, very beautiful. Let's see. I will when I see her. She's a neighborhood cat and just chilling my yard and her kittens. I just claimed them. Ooh, I love that. I love when people take care of other animals, neighborhood animals. All right, let me get on to the next person. We just went off about cats. I'm a cat. I have a lot of cat energy around me, so I love cats. Yeah, I've always liked cats. All right, where was I? Oh my goodness. We did Natalie. Kaya Nat is next, then Rota, then Lola, and then Johanna. And if anyone else wants to be read, just let me know and I'll add you onto the queue. Well, say hey, hello to all the kitties for me. Now, Kaya Nat, I'm not sure. Did you tell me Tarot Oracle? I don't remember writing it down. Remind me. Is it Tarot Oracle for you? And he's just, all right, kitty. You put your bum on me. I'm just petting him. I said tarot. Perfect. Okay. Now, sir, your butt is on me, so I'm just going to move you over here. Just lay beautifully, but don't put your booty on. Wait. Okay. You're welcome. Of course, Kainat. Let's see what messages Kainat needs to hear in this moment in time. Ooh, Kainat, you got a really beautiful card. It's the Death card. And didn't I just mention Anubis? I don't make this up. So this is the Death card, and you see here, usually the Death card represents rebirth. So I feel like right now you're going through a rebirth. I'm hearing ending of a cycle. So there may be something that just ended. I don't know why, but I feel relieved. I don't know if you feel like it was like an anticipation buildup and you feel kind of like lighter, like you may feel lighter, but it was draining. I don't know exactly what you went through, but your guides told me it was very draining, but also like you feel lighter. I don't know if he's been around you too. That's a confirmation. Awesome. But for you, Rayana, I do feel like your body may have felt drained. So I don't know if this was an encounter with somebody or like a situation that was just very intense and like literally it was like overwhelmingly taking over your body, and then it was like a purge. You just literally feel lighter and drained but a little lighter. You cried so much. Okay. Yeah, this is happening for a reason. Know that things are ending because they need to end in order for you to step into a more aligned path. There may be, if you haven't realized, or maybe you're realizing now, maybe before you didn't realize you needed things to be cut short. I don't know if this is with somebody specific, like a relationship, or this is with like a relationship within yourself. But from what they're telling me, like it feels lighter, but I do feel very, very drained. Okay, I've been suppressing my feelings for so long for this person, and I wanted to express it to her. Okay. Well, congrats on the bravery. I know sometimes it's really hard to put yourself out there, but again, you have to honor your feelings. So I'm proud of you for doing that. And I know it's very nerve-wracking, but be proud of yourself and know that when you do put yourself out there, whether things happen the way you want it to happen or not, just be proud of yourself stepping out of your shell and being vulnerable. Okay, vulnerability leads to growth, it leads to expansion, it helps you in so many ways. And maybe this is a part of you that was hard for you to express or learn to express yourself openly, and now you're learning to do that. So maybe this specific moment that you had to let this person know how you feel, and who knows if it didn't work out or if it does work out or whatever this situation is, just know that this is the first step of you not keeping things in anymore. So in the future, if you do feel something, you're going to be more readily comfortable to express it. So you know the expression is very helpful for you. So consider this like a character building moment where, okay, now I can speak my truth more often and I don't have to be afraid to say it anymore. No matter the circumstance, I want to say because I need to. Like my heart never ached this much today. We haven't had the convo yet, but I'm not sure how she is about it. That's okay. I feel like you're building up the courage to do that. And just, rip the band-aid if whenever you feel, because you'll know when the time is right. You'll know when to express yourself. But this is also, I'm hearing also for you, Kainat, it could also be just releasing expectations and just allowing yourself to take the risk. When you expect or you hope for something to happen, but this is you putting the action and seeing where it takes you. And I feel like this moment is going to be a transformative moment, whether you realize it or not. And this might not be in terms of, for some reason, I'm hearing whether it happens with this person or not, just know this is a transformative moment for you as a person and who you are, and being more expressive with your voice and your feelings. So take it as that moment. Allow these changes, allow yourself to grow, and allow yourself to be who you want to be and express how you really feel. Self-expression is very important in life. It could really release a lot of tension, a lot of emotion, a lot of buildup. And also it just allows you to step into who you want to be. Okay? So it's really important to let your voice be heard. Understand your feelings matter, your voice matters, and it's okay to speak up and say your truth. And whatever the circumstances is, don't be afraid of what happens next. Just know that you did your best and you said how you feel, and you can leave with that in the end. Yeah, so think of it this way. This is a very building moment for you. Okay? Letting go of who you think you are and how you were before, and being open to being vulnerable and expressive. So that's your message. And I'm sending you all the good juju. Hopefully things work out the way you will like it. And if they don't, know that you will still be okay. And there's more to life. There's more to the future. There may be more people that come through that may feel the same way you feel about them. So I'm saying whatever way, you're going to be fine. This is a moment of change and expressing yourself more. You're welcome. I'm sending you a lot of good juju. Hopefully things work out the way you like it. So let's cross you out. That's your new moon message. Oh, there you go. I was just looking at your name on the list. And someone just popped in. Hello. So Oracle, welcome. I'm doing one card pull readings. If you will like a message, just put an emoji and let me know if you like tarot, oracle. I have message from the animal guides for our oracle and Nefertiti tarot for our tarot. Okay. We're going to go to the next person, and that is Rota. Rota, you are next. And Rota, you said tarot. So let's see what's going on for tarot. And just know that anyone on this live, if you are too afraid to get read, don't worry, I don't judge. There may be a message here for you. I like to think that if anyone tunes on to the live, there's a message there for them. Some way, somehow. There's something you need to hear. So, Rota, I'm going to do the tarot right now for you. I'm going to ask your guys to come through and give me messages that you need to hear in this moment in time for your highest and greatest good. You got the Ace of Wands. I'm hearing the word chances. For some reason, I'm hearing the word second chance. I feel like you thought you missed an opportunity. There's going to be a second chance. So I don't know if there's something that you thought, oh, maybe I should have grabbed it at that time, but you may be preoccupied or you had something that you had to do or you didn't realize the importance of the opportunity. But I'm hearing chances, second chances. There's going to be a second chance for this opportunity to come back again. So don't think all is lost. This Ace of Wands tells me this may be something you're passionate about, something that that makes you feel like excited about it. So if there's any missed opportunities or you felt like you missed an opportunity previously, it's going to come around again in this new moon cycle or coming soon. So just be ready to take a advantage of the opportunity. I feel like before maybe you didn't realize how big of an opportunity or how much you wanted it or how much you thought maybe that could have been an avenue you can go down, but now you realize the value of it. It's going to come around again, I'm hearing. Okay, so take advantage. I don't know what it is. I feel like it's like a new career or maybe like a job or something in something you love to do. It may be like an event or opportunity. I feel like it's something specifically geared towards what you're passionate about, like an event or like a class, something or a job, something of that nature. It's like something specific that you would like to do, but you're thinking, oh, I don't know if I'll get a second chance. Yes, it's gonna come around again. I'm hearing just be on the lookout. It's gonna come around again for you. So don't be afraid to take the second chance and start this new passionate doing the job that you're doing, and you're hoping for something new, and you're doing everything in your power to kind of attract a new change or put yourself out there for something new, and nothing's coming. There may be another area of your life you need to focus on. I like to think of it that way. So it's like, okay, I'm focusing here and nothing's happening. I'm doing everything and I can, nothing's happening. Maybe I need to focus on something else. And this could be maybe your thought process. Maybe there's something else in your life that you need to pay attention to more. And once you resolve that part of your life, you'll start to realize things are coming in much easier. So think of it that way. Don't think of it as stuck. Think of it as like, you know what? Clearly, there's something still here, but I need to pay attention to something else. Usually when something is stagnant, there's another area of your life you need to focus on. For example, for me, I would like to do this full time or something. I don't know. Let's see. Maybe, who knows, in the future, I like to have a new career path. But in order for me to have a new career path, I need to be open to receiving. I need to be open to that idea. I need to be open to being that person. And I have to work on myself in order to attract it. So same thing for you. Focus on what is being called for you to pay attention to and work on. And I promise you, whatever you have that you've been working on and putting your effort in, it's going to come a lot easier after you deal with whatever it is that you need to focus on. Another aspect of your life that's being called to. It's like a problem to pretty much, yes. Yeah. Sometimes when we want to attract something and we're doing everything in our power, sometimes you don't realize it's more internal and not external. Ooh, that was a really good quote that I just that came at that must have been one of your guides because that's specific. So it may be internal, not external, that you need to work. External, you need to work. So think of it that message that way. And don't worry, the second chance is coming. Don't worry about it. You've been focusing on external. That happens. So just focus on internal. If this is still and calm, focus on inside and see what happens. So if maybe meditate, sit down, say, hey, what do I really need to focus on now? How can I align myself more to the path that I want to go? What can I do? I feel like I have too many problems, one problem at a time. I've been switching between two. You have? Okay, so I would say right now, focus on what you're feeling guided to do at the moment, what your heart space, like what your intuition say, hey, we need to focus on this more. And then I promise you, whatever opportunity is gonna come to you, kind of like a happy coincidence. So much that I feel stuck and confused. I get what you're saying. I would say when you feel stuck and confused, especially on that, take a pause on those two things and kind of spend time away and just clear your mind. And not to mention burnout. Of course, there's burnout. I think a lot of us are starting to realize that we were operating on survival slash burnout. And now we're trying to figure out how to retrace our steps and come back to balance. So maybe that's something you need to do. If you're feeling stuck and confused, go back to what makes you balance and kind of leave those two things to aside for a little bit and focus on yourself. And maybe that's what you need to do. Focus on yourself and balancing yourself. And then eventually the decision will be made for you. The opportunity will come to you very easily. Sometimes it could be that simple. You're welcome. Glad a lot of the other messages are resonating with you guys. Very glad they're helping. That that means there may be a couple of messages you needed to hear combined into one big aha moment. So that's really, really good. I hope that message helped you, Rhoda. I know sometimes it's really hard bouncing between two things and you just feel stuck and confused. I think I'm the one that feels guilty for focusing on myself. The fact that you said that, maybe that's something you should deep dive into. Why do I feel guilty? And kind of discover that with your guides. That may be dealings with self-worth. Are you worthy of spending time? What makes you feel that way? What mentality is in your mind when you're thinking of that? Why do you feel that way? And maybe do a journal entry. Discover why. I promise you, if there's something bothering you, the simplest thing that helps me is just a pen and paper. And I ask myself, why is this bothering me? And I just start writing. And then you'll start to see the word vomit. Your hand might end up writing 3 pages and you're like, whoa, that was a lot of stuff. And just read what you write and you will really surprise yourself on what you're really feeling inside. Exactly. So this is where we have to learn what is balance for ourselves. That can be a one thing I will say about balance. What works for one does not work for the other. It's specific to every person. Okay, this is not a one size fits all. Balance is not one size fits all. So what will balance someone else will not balance you. So this is where you got to figure out what is working for you and what doesn't. There's some people that they thrive on being busy but having short amount of moments to themselves. And there's some people they need a good amount of time to really recuperate and then they're able to officially attack something in a short amount of time. So again, it's different ways of doing things. People are different in many ways. Find out what works for you. What is your balance? What makes you feel calm, rejuvenated, and centered, and then start to utilize that as like a guideline to create balance in your life. Perfect. Journal entry. Yes, journaling is kind of like channeling. When you start to write and you just words start to come out, it's like a form of channeling. So people don't like to think of it that way because it's spooky, but that's what writers do. They channel. That's what artists do. They channel. That's what musicians do. They channel. Okay, so that's channeling. We have a mindset, that toxic mindset that we have been taught that we need to slow down or take a break. We're not being productive. Of 100%. That's the worker bee mentality. This is programming, meaning like things that we were taught from birth. If you don't work hard, you're not good enough. You're lazy. That's not the case. So prioritizing your self-care is not lazy. But again, that's from a different generation, different times, and different things. Things are changing, technology is changing. So the way we perceive and are around the world is different. So therefore, we must adapt as well. And that means our mentality needs to change as well. So, yeah. I'm automatic writer. Perfect. That's perfect. So then keep doing that. If that's something, if you're feeling stuck, use that as your kind of like your tool of reference to kind of really see what you really feel. Because when you channel, you're not thinking, you're just allowing the feelings and emotions just to come out on paper. You're just writing whatever it is that's coming to your mind, first thought, not thinking, not marinating on something, just writing it out. So that could be your kind of moment to kind of help you when you're feeling stuck. But yeah, awesome. I'm glad that really helped you. The next person is Lola. And Lola said dealer's choice. I'm sorry, I'm burping. Okay. I burp when I channel, which is me using my throat chakra. So don't mind me if I'm burping. Lola, I'm burping like 3 times for you, girl. Yeah. You said dealer's choice. So when I'm touching the deck, I'm touching. Yes, I'm when I interact with people's energies, I'm always releasing for you as well. So I don't mind. I do it. I've been doing it all my life. I've been burping since I was a young old, like a little girl. I thought like I have, a lot of readers tend to have gastro issues. Because that's when we tend to hold a lot of energy comes through our solar plexus or sometimes our sacral. Okay, so Lola, you're next. And you said dealer's choice, so let's go on with your reading. This is for Lola, for highest and greatest good. What message she needs to hear in this moment in time. All right, the song that I'm hearing is Queen. Is it Break Free? I want to break free. You know that song? That song comes to my head when you're like in a moment that you just want to break free. Maybe you're feeling, I feel like this is more collectively you want to break free. Like, I don't know if you're kind of annoyed with what's happening collectively in terms of like government and all that stuff. And it makes you want to itch. It's like, I want to be released. That's what I'm hearing from your guides. You don't like what's happening around. It's just making you itch. And you're just like, I don't like this. And this may also translate in other ways in your life. I'm hearing like financially free. Like you want to be free from restraints from society, from like that capitalistic type of life. And I feel like you just want to live a more less complicated life in terms of, like, you know, you don't want to pay bill, like you don't want to work the 9 to 5, you don't want to do all these things, you just want to live life more fluidly. That's what I'm hearing from you guys. It's something that you're manifesting. Queen will always be, of course. You'll know, if you know who Queen is, then I know that you at least are a millennial, and or at least, was it Gen Z? I don't remember. You know what? You know what I mean. You just know good music. I don't like doing the whole Gen Z, the Gen Z, and my brain can't tolerate all the different definitions and things. But literally, that's what I'm hearing for you. That you're kind of waiting to live that awesome life of being free. Oh, look at that. Your card is the Eight of Pentacles. You're working. So literally, I feel like this is also a sign you're like working on yourself. You're mastering things. So I don't know why. Are you that type that you just want to go, what's it called? You want to go off the grid or something, or like live in a nice like little cottage. I feel you. I'm the same way. You just want to live free, away from like society and the constrictions and the all that stuff. You just want to be free. I don't know why, but I see you like trying to aim for that. Live off the land, yeah. Live off the grid. So this is something you've been, like you said, been daydreaming about. This is something you've been working on. And I feel like you're the type of person that you're gonna make it happen if you really want it to happen. There's just something that you're aiming for, but also understand that this may require you to kind of save and master it. So if you want to do that and you want to live that life, or if you at least want to get your own home and a plot of land and start to live a very, sorry, like nature, very connected to the earth, I would love to do that myself. They're saying that you continue working on that. That's something that you can make very possible. They want you to work on your resources. They want you to learn things. So I don't know if you're learning about properties, learning about how to invest your money, learning like stuff like that, where you can create enough financial stability to achieve that dream. So they're saying you gotta learn how to get there. What are the things you need to know in terms of programs or skills and things like that. So then you can help create a plan so you can start aiming for that. Because that's very possible if you plan and you work it out, if you really have a plan in order. So they're saying right now mastery is very possible. They want you to keep working on yourself, never stop working on yourself, and never stop working on your dreams. They're saying it's very possible. You just got to keep doing what you're doing and don't stop, okay? You're mastering yourself, and at the same time, you're mastering this material realm. So they want you to know it's hand in hand. It's not separate. When you master yourself, you learn to master your environment. You learn to master your resources and all those things. So they see it, they see your dreams, they see what you want to do, and they're saying it's very possible. Let's just keep working on it. It may take you some time, not a lot of time, but it may take you some time. But if you know how to finesse it and you know your resources really well, you can get there a lot faster than most people. So this is very possible for you. I'm hearing that don't think it's a distant dream. So let me know if that makes any sense to you. So that's kind of like I guess if you're thinking, oh, will this ever happen? It's a confirmation that it will. You just got to plan it out. Plan it out, learn. I think there is a lady, I don't remember where I saw her, but there is accounts where there's like TikTok people where they literally planned out living off the grid, because to some people that's different. Some people just want a house in a plot of land. Some people want to like do sustainable, like building their gardens and plants and things. You gotta search and find. I think it's very possible to do that. Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Oh my God, I forgot I told you that. That makes a lot of sense. I'm like, you want a plot of land and a house and away from people. So yes, it's so your guides are saying don't stop. Don't stop. So it's very possible. And you got to learn your resources. I'm telling you, like, research stuff. What like properties and what do you need to do to get down payments? What's the least interest rate? What do you have to do for this and that? Like, think about it this way. If you want that, you're going to make plans as if you're receiving it. And when you start making plans as if you're receiving it, it's like you're literally stepping into that energy, that mindset. It's like you're making it happen physically. And when it does, it's like, okay, now you just need to find the right place. And eventually it will happen. So it's kind of like you're making plans for something and you're putting that energy out there. And the more you make plans, the more you're pushing that reality to come to you. So that's what I'm hearing. So don't only dream, start like writing down stuff. And it doesn't have to be where you go through a full rabbit hole and you're like overwhelming yourself with information, but you can spend 1 day a week spending an hour or two learning about stuff. And have a little notepad. This is for homeowners. I want to learn about this and that. What's required for me to get a home? What's required for me to get a plot of land? How much money I have to save? And literally budget, and then start to learn about it little by little. And I promise you, over time, because time is flying like crazy, you're going to realize within that time, you acquired so much information, you've done so many steps, you're almost there. You're like, holy crap, I am almost there. I just started with an idea and now I'm almost there. And you realize things are moving faster than you assumed before. So that's what I'm hearing. Just start planning, start researching, put that energy flowing, start putting that out in the universe. All right, I'm gonna get this. Now I need to figure out how. Now I need to research what to do, how much I need to save, and look at places. Look at states you want to go. If you want to move out of the country, look at that. Whatever works for you, start thinking that through. Okay, so I'm hearing it's very possible for you, more possible than you realize. So the fact that 3 people say you're gonna move and you got that. I was on Zillow. Yes, girl. And if you like a house, put it as a vision board. Put it right there and say, my house. In big words, write my house. You know how TV, music, movies give us propaganda. Propaganda. Propaganda every day, and they feed us all this shit to buy and consumerism and all that. We have to do that with ourselves. We have to program ourselves to the life that we want. Proper what? Propaganda. I don't know why it came out the wrong way the first time. We have to do that for ourselves. We have to upload and put a lot of positive stimulus that we want in our face. So when we see it, we're subconsciously programming ourselves for that life. So if you want the house, print out the house. If there's a car that you really want, print out a picture of the car and say my car. Say Honda. I want to try a Honda Accord. That's the car I've been thinking about what I want. Honda Accord. I want a bungalow. I want a ranch style house in a plot of 300 acres, whatever it is that you want. Be specific, write details, put it out there. And every day you look at it and you stare. And you're like, that's going to be my house. This is my place. And keep saying that. And eventually you're going to start seeing it more as a possibility and you're going to start doing more things. Think about it that way. So as we get fed all this propaganda and we're we're more influenced to buy things. It's kind of similar. We have to do the same thing with ourselves. That's the trick, really. We just gotta program our minds to think the way we want to think and attract what we want, not what Big Brother wants us to think. So think of it that way. Kind of, that's how you hack yourself. You hack your brain and you start attracting what you want. So that I kind of went off the rails with that explanation, but I hope you get what I'm saying. I went off the rails with that. That's how I do it to my degree. I just have to tell myself, all right, and I have to program your mind. I am gonna be successful. I am financially free, and then realize, oh, there's ways to do it. You're welcome. All right. Oh yes, make a vision board. I have a vision board on. If any of you want to be crafty and do like a little bit more like extra and involved technology, you can make a digital vision board. Not only physically, because the physical act is very powerful of making one because you're in it and you're putting your energy into the vision board, and that in itself is powerful. But you can make your own digital vision board. Tell me how? You can go on Canva free. You can take images of things that you want to attract and you can compile them into a collage. And you know what I did? I put it as my screensaver on my phone. So every time, click, click, I look at my phone, I see my vision board and I look at it. And every time I do that, I'm telling myself, this is what I want. And I think about it for a bit. I'm like, this is my dream life. And it's like, again, like a form of programming. Again, you see how they programmed us. Let's learn how to program ourselves to tap in. Exactly. Wallpaper. That's what I have. Wallpaper, screensaver. You can even do a digital one where you can actually make a digital vision board and check in on it. You're welcome. Another little hack. Another little hack. Just remember, when you're starting to attract and head to big manifestations, that does require inner work. Smaller manifestations may be easier, like very small, like you know, learning to be more organized. That takes small steps, but big manifestations, things that take you longer, it has to involve working within and healing certain things. That's one of the big secrets. You have to heal yourself with certain aspects so then you can receive. But one other hack that you want to do, if you want to do affirmations, if you're an affirmations person, you could write down some affirmations that work for you. And what you do, hear me out, you could put a voice memo on your phone, record yourself saying the affirmations. I am financially free. I attract abundance, health, wealth, and prosperity. And you know what you do? You save that recording, and every time you wake up in the morning, you play it. And it's coming from your own voice. So it's literally like you telling yourself, not no other voice telling you. You telling yourself these things. And this could also work with love. I love myself. I embrace my body. I embrace my imperfections. They're perfect. I am perfect the way I am. I am transforming to the person I want to be. That also works that way. You can even do it with health. My body is healthy. My mind is healthy. You see what you see what I'm getting? Yeah. So there's so many ways. So there's so many ways to do it. That's a couple of little tips I can give you. And I promise you, it makes a world of a difference when you start doing those things. And things start to change. It gets a little crazy how much change happens. But those are little tips for you in terms of manifesting, guys. So I don't know how that went. I went on a tangent. I'm a Sagittarius. I apologize. But I just wanted to give you a little information. But yeah, that's some of the things that I think I went off of Lola's abundance and then just head into that. So those are tips that you could use Your best tool is you. Your mind is very, very powerful. So that's your little thing. And if you want to add music to it, like download some like peaceful music, you could put that as an underlay with your voice. And it sounds pleasant if you don't like just hearing your voice. Okay, so all right, that's little things there. Hi Martika, how are you? I know you're getting a reading, so I'm gonna add you onto the queue. But I hope those tips helped you. So, digital vision board, wallpaper vision board, all that. I'm on beautiful, beautiful. Yes. Canva, Canva, Canva. That's the best digital designing app that's free. Those are, you're welcome. And I'm happy they're great tips. Use them. Let me know how it works out, okay? Also, if you don't want to do all that work, good affirmations for abundance, health, all that is, I think the channel's called We Are the Creators. Great channel, great affirmations. I think that's what it's called. We Are the Creators. And that person has so many different affirmations for so many different things. And they have like an hour full, all that. So if you want to like also kind of put that subliminal or subconscious programming in a way that programs good thoughts and good ideas in your brain, use that as well. Happy new moon. Thank you for joining me. So we do have hold on. We got LYF. LYF. Where are you? So we do have LYF. Then we can do Isa, are you coming on too? Let me know who's here that will like a card. I see Isa just came on along with Martika. And Dana, okay, Dana, awesome. So Dana, let me know if you will like tarot, oracle, and Martika, let me know if you will like tarot or oracle, and then also Isa, if you will like a card as well. Let me know if you will like tarot or oracle. Leaf left. I don't remember. Red beard. I don't remember what I say. Dana. Oh. I just call it LYF, right? Oracle, please. Okay, so Oracle is going to be the animal guide's message, Dana. So let's see what's going on. Whatever the guides want to tell you, perfect. And then Isa, let's see what you said. And then I'll know. So, and guys, you can watch this on replay. I will put the timestamp for the manifestation tips. There's so many ways to manifest, but I see those ways are very powerful because it's more like programming, not just putting it out there, but utilizing like your thoughts and your subconscious as well. I mean, for some reason, the chat always goes away within like 5 seconds. So this is for Dana. What message do we need to hear for Dana in this moment in time for our highest and greatest good? All right, Dan, I want to ask you a question. Are you feeling like out of it? Or like, I feel like a little lightheaded. Not in a bad way. Kind of like, you know how you're just been feeling out of it lately, maybe tired? Yeah, I feel like a little like exhausted and just like out of it. maybe kind of like a little overworked. You feel that way? Because I'm feeling it. I'm like, whoa, I feel out of it. Like, yeah. So your guides are acknowledging, like, they know that you're exhausted and tired. They want you to take a rest. So if there's any time this week or where you can implement more rest, they said that you've been through quite a bit. So I don't know, excuse me. I don't know if this is something more emotional based or within your like working overall. I feel like this is more both. I feel like maybe you're just stressed out with work alongside with other things. Maybe there's personal things in your life that are overwhelming and you kind of feel dizzy and tired and overwhelmed. So you gotta hear the penguin spirit guide. This is the second time penguin came out for a message. And the message says a period of darkness that you've been experiencing is now passing. So that's what penguin wants to tell you, that what you're feeling, all these things that are happening all at once, it will subside. Things will get better in time. But you do have to rest. You gotta really rest. Not just one day this weekend you rest. They want you to consistently implement it as a part of your routine. So if there's one day a week where you can have at least a portion of the day to yourself and a portion of the day to like sleep in and do some things that allow you to mentally rest, that's really great. But they want you to stop pushing yourself so hard and overwhelming yourself, especially when it comes to other people. I don't know why they're telling me, but you tend to put other people over yourself, and you need to stop doing that. It's taking away from your energy more than you realize, and you can't continue on doing that because again, it's just this consistent exhaustion and it makes you feel like, oh no, why am I not doing enough? Why am I always tired? Why am I this? The reason why is your body's telling you something. And I feel like people forget that your body is also a message. Like it gives you messages. Not just only like you hear voices or thoughts or whatever I'm doing now. Your body is also a receptor for messages. It talks to you. So when you're tired, it's going to show you by being physically exhausted. And when we ignore the signals that our body gives us, we're ignoring what we need. And that's saying, hey, we don't feel good enough to treat ourselves with love and respect what we really feel. We rather push that aside and continue doing whatever it is that we think needs to be done. So when you respect yourself and your body, and I'm not saying you don't respect yourself as a person, but when you like honor your wants and needs, is literally honoring your body as well. Like for you resting. Are you still going to do that extra task, or are you going to rest and allow yourself to sleep? Because that task can hold off for a while. If you rest and sleep, you can actually do way more than just pushing that extra hour out. So that's what I'm just like an example. So pay attention to your body. It gives you signals. Dana's like, oh my. Don't worry. I think sometimes we forget. It's again, is that mentality of pushing, hustling. We gotta hustle. We gotta work so hard to achieve a certain level of success and whatever, whatever. And it does, that type of mentality does not resonate with nowadays. Maybe back then, if you worked hard, you were able to climb the ladder and achieve high things. That is not the case now. Working hard doesn't allow you to achieve the ladder. Sometimes the hardest workers stay where they are, unfortunately. And it's different the way they value things now. So this is where we have to really start evaluating, where are we putting our energy into? Is it worth it? I always feel like I'm running out of time. You will never run out of time. Think about it this way. If something makes you feel like you're running out of time consistently, then maybe that's not the right thing for you. You want to have a job, or you want to have a routine that makes you feel like there's enough time. And that's something that may be difficult for you to process in the moment. But if something makes you feel like you always have to go the distance to get it, and you've been trying your best and still nothing, maybe that's not the path for you. Maybe there's something else that you can do much easier with more rest and balance that will work out 10 times better. But that's because, again, sometimes we operate out of like old programs, old thinking of like we have to do all this to get there. So think of it this way, as you learn to honor yourself and say, you know what, I'm gonna rest. I'm not gonna do so much anymore. I'm gonna start listening to my body. It makes a world of a difference. I'm speaking from experience. Before, I used to overwork myself. And now that I listen to my body, it's a weird form of trust. Think about it this way. It's like you're trusting your body to, like, you're trusting yourself enough to listen to yourself. Does that make sense? When your body says, hey, I have a headache, we need to hydrate, and you hydrate, you're trusting that your brain, that headache is telling you we need to drink water. And once you drink water, you feel better. That's a form of trust. You're building trust with yourself. And when you start to build trust with yourself, that's when you start to believe in yourself more, and it leads to a chain reaction. You start to do things that align with you more because you're trusting yourself through listening to your body. It's such a weird mind cluster, like aha moment awareness, because that happened to me when I started resting, and I said, you know what, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go to sleep. The next day, I felt 10 times better, and then I was able to do more things that day. And I was able to actually realize, you know what, I don't need to do this anymore. I can do something else instead. Exactly. So if anything, for you, I want you to focus on resting. That is it. When your body says rest, try to rest. And just start doing that. And that's baby steps. That's just you starting to acknowledge that. And then little by little, like I said, it's a chain reaction. You'll start to realize it seeps in other ways. You'll start listening to your gut. You'll start listening to what you're thinking. You start listening to what you're saying. It's like everything starts to connect, if that makes any sense. But this is over time. So just start with rest. See what happens. And like I said, it will get better in time. The Penguin even said it. They said this period of darkness will be ending and things will be more smoother. And I think it starts with you honoring that self-care and rest and prioritizing that as well. So that's your message. I hope that helps you. And I hope that explanation helps you guys understand, if that makes any sense. Sometimes, like, the way I think, I'm like, does that resonate with people? But I hope it does. Your mind and body do needs rest. Yeah. You're welcome. It says, Tuli. Did I say that right? I hope I said it right. I'm sorry if I didn't. And then I have here my tika, is Isa. Then I have Tuli. I'm saying it in my Spanish brain. Thuli. Let me know if you like tarot and oracle. I'm going to start with my tika. My tika said dealer's choice. And then after Martika's Isa, then after her, if Tuli would like a message, you will be last. And after that will be Johanna. And I will, Sisalau, I will do the timestamp for Johanna. Tuli. I'm like singing it. What's wrong with me? All right, I'm already shuffling the animal guides. So I'm just gonna pull a card. This is the deck for you. So let's see what message is for Madika for this moment in time. What message she needs to hear. Ooh, you got the shark. The shark spirit guide is coming to you. And the message from the shark is trust your instincts to discern the truth of the situation. So I'm hearing like, I think you're coming to a point where you no longer have to doubt yourself. I feel like you know the truth, but that little voice comes in, Martika, to kind of say, maybe I'm wrong. But you know you're not wrong. And I'm hearing this is about some people, particularly in your life. Um, I'm gonna say this, like I said, take what I say with a grain of salt. Discernment. We're grown folk here, so we're discerning people. We know what works, what doesn't, what means something to or not. But I feel like you may have to cut ties with some people. That's what your guides are telling me. They said cut cords, cut ties with people. This may be someone in your life where you're kind of giving them chances time and time again, but you're at a point where it's not even just distancing yourself. It's just like, I think we don't need to connect anymore. Um, it's something you've been feeling for some time that you just need a break from that person. That means taking time to not speak to them for a while. So this is something that you probably didn't realize you needed, but I think it's because their energy impedes onto yours consistently. And the way your guys are making me feel like it's like they don't understand. You know what I'm saying? You can tell them, hey, I don't like the way you do this. Hey, I need a break. Hey, give me space. And they cannot see or hear what you're saying. It's like they're so into themselves, self-involved, they can't see or hear you. And when it comes to that point where they choose to do that because that's a choice, at a certain point in time, we're all mature adults, we make our choices. They choose to be that way. They choose to ignore your wants and needs. When you respect theirs, that's when you start to realize maybe this interaction is not serving me, and I need to just distance myself from this person. So this is what I'm hearing, Martika, and this may be a self-realization that's over time becoming more and more clear. So yeah, this is something that's going to become more and more clear, and I'm getting the feeling that there's going to be a point where you're just not going to care anymore. You're going to be like, you know what, I'm prioritizing my mental health, my emotions, my needs. I'm just gonna call it what it is. That's it. I tried. This person doesn't seem to care, doesn't seem to want to connect with me and understand me and my wants and needs. Then I can't give them my time or energy anymore. So that's what I'm feeling for you, Martika. I know I have to do it, but it's hard. And I'm getting to a point of like, bye-bye. I know. Your guides are telling me it's like as time goes, it's like it's clear, it's more clear, and you're just like, I can't do this anymore. I can't. And eventually it's just gonna happen that way. So you can't do anything else but that. So I would say whenever the time is right, know that the right people around you will support you, will love you endlessly. And if those people say that, oh my God, you did this, that you're so mean, why are you acting different and brand new? It's clear that they weren't listening the whole time. It kind of proves your point. So it's like, you know what, just let them think whatever they want to think and continue doing you. But I promise you, this is what I'm hearing. Once they exit your life, you might actually receive some abundance. They may have been like energetically blocking you from some things. I wouldn't be surprised. It's just, again, some people, their energy engulfs places, and it's because it's like kind of They want the attention. They want every eyes on them. They want to listen to me, hear me talk, hear my problems, hear my this, help me, help me, help me. And around those people, you just gotta distance yourself, you know? Yeah, the struggle is real. I promise you that. It's hard to get to that conclusion, and I'm sending you a lot of hugs because, you know, some people need to be ixnayed. Yeah, yes. Yes. You're gonna realize, whoa, life is so, like, you're gonna realize, oh my God, I'm getting all these things at once, and it's because their energy. You're scared. Don't be scared, Issa. There's nothing to be afraid. If any messages, I promise, if anything, I only deliver messages that you need to hear that are just gonna make you feel good. Okay? Yeah, very true. And sometimes, and what's sad for some people, the people that are blocking their blessings, the most intense blocks are family. Not all cases, but a good portion is family. And it's quite sad. It's the people that are supposed to care for you, golly, they can block you from some shit. They really can. And it's because you're more energetically aligned and connected to these people. These people you grown up with, you're around, they're your blood. That's the direct tie to you. And because of that, the energetic connection is so powerful. And that's why they can really, at some times, block you. So, you know, you know, you gotta call it what it is. Sometimes you can't sacrifice yourself for family, and that means your mental health for family. You got to live your life for you. And if you're that person is taking away from your quality of life, even if they're family, you should not subject yourself to that. You shouldn't. And if you are, you're doing yourself a disservice. As a person living this life, please don't. If they're taking away your quality of life, that means your mental health, your physical health. Really put yourself first. So my life has been more peaceful since doing it. I'm proud of you, Dana. Really proud of you because it's hard to do that. But yeah, I hope these when you're tuning in, my people, I hope these messages are helping you or reaffirming things you've done in the past. It sounds like it's reaffirming for some people as well. So Martika, I know it's hard to do. Take your time with it. It does not have to be something you do right now. But I usually tell people go when the time is right. And you'll know when. You'll know when. It's just a point where you just say, I can't. And then it's just from there on, you just let it happen. So that's your message. I know that was a little hard to hear, but I hope that everyone else is kind of reaffirming that they also done things like that. So I hope that helps you kind of feel good in your decision when the time comes. It is true. Sometimes it is difficult, but in the end, yeah, it will give you a peace of mind 100%. And you never know, maybe doing that, not all the time, some people really do really think about that absence in their life and they realize, you know what, maybe I did something. And they themselves will start to heal. Not all cases. There's some that really do change because of that. And they have to change on their own. You can't change people. They got to change on their own. Okay? So that is for Martika. Yes, we will get all through it. We're doing a good job now. We're going to continue doing a good job. Okay. So, Issa, let's see. Oh, you're Peruvian? Oh, hello. Well, I'm glad you can understand me. I'm gonna try to talk slow so you can understand the words and simplify it for you, Issa, so that you can understand what I'm saying. So, Issa, did you tell me what deck you like? Is it tarot or oracle? Let's see. Do you want tarot or oracle? Let me know. My time has come. Yes, it has. So let me know what type of deck you will like. Either. I'm getting called to use the Egyptian deck, the Nefertiti Tarot. This is for Issa, a message she needs to hear in this moment in time for her highest and greatest good. Let's see. All right. So I'm hearing there may be two like opposing. I feel like there's something you're trying to go towards, or this may be like an argument with somebody for you, but I feel like you want peace. This may be like in terms of one area of your life colliding with another, or a person colliding with you. You have here the Two of Wands. I'm hearing you want to move. I don't know why, but I'm hearing there's like you have plans for the future and you want to move. You want to move, you want to like move and do more things, but you feel like there's something kind of opposing that, stopping you from starting that. This could be someone else having a different viewpoint. This could be, I feel like this may be family or significant other that you want to do things, but they're like, no, maybe you should do this, maybe you should do that. They always got an opinion, they always got something to say. And this may be something that you tend to happen like whenever you're discussing your future. I don't know why. There's somebody, or like, I feel like there's somebody kind of always opposing you or saying, why not this? Why not that? Maybe do this, or maybe stay a little longer. This could be a parent. This could be someone close to you. It could be a friend or a partner. I was with a partner for a long time and we broke up. We argued. This could be a partner, but this could also be someone like a parent. And now I do not know what to do. So was this a recent partnership? I feel like you should move. I'm not going to lie to you. I know you know the answer, but your guides are like, just tell her the answer again. She knows the answer. She's been wanting to do this for a while, but something was always telling her no. And it wasn't you telling yourself no. It was like something else, like a person was saying, no, don't do this. It's kind of like, how do I describe it? It's like when you're starting to move and do things, and there's potential in what you're doing, and someone sees that potential and they try to stop you. They're like, oh, they're going to move on without me. Oh, they're going to live a better life without me. Oh, they're always thinking of you distancing yourself from them. There's something like in terms of that person, they may think that way. And what they're not realizing is that you're trying to include them in this, but they see as a you. You're doing this solo. And that's again, that's a them problem. That's they're seeing it from their mentality. They're not seeing what you're saying. They're not understanding what you're doing, and they're not understanding where you're trying to go. They just see the initial action as a threat. And I'm hearing right now, like you want to move. You want to head towards this new space, state, wherever you're going. You want to head there, but this person, or I guess this connection, was keeping you here where you are. Have a great night, Ratika. And your guides are like, you know you want to do this. So this is just a confirmation that yes, there's an opposing force to your where you want to go, but you can easily remove that. And that means like standing by your decision and starting to take action. So don't let no one determine your future course, like your future path and course. Allow yourself to be the judge of that. Okay? I feel like this person's trying to convince you. Someone's trying to convince you to not do what you want to do, but you feel this like pull to do it. And the reason why I say pull is because like my heart space is being tugged. I feel like I'm being tugged to go there. And that's your spirit. Your spirit's leading you somewhere. There's something in that space. There's something there for you. Okay? Yeah, this is, if that's the case, that means you're putting his own emotions and feelings before yours. So be careful with that, because then he's gonna think that his emotions and feelings matter more than yours. If you allow it, he will think that way. So yeah. Yeah, so that's something you have to really reevaluate. Do you want that for a long-term commitment? Do you want to be with someone that you always have to check in with them in terms of like your future plans, especially if it's stuff like going out with friends and family? Like, especially someone who's like, you're trying to do this without me. No, no, I mean, like you said that you go out with friends and family and he has an issue with that, or you want to be out and about with them or do things outside of the house, going places, and there's always, you have to check in with them, or you think that he may have a problem with that. So that's what I'm saying. The whole family thing, like going out with friends and family, doing things because you feel like doing it, but constantly checking in with him to see if he's okay with you doing it. That's your friends and family. If you want to see them, you're allowed to see them. No one should dictate what you do on a day to day. Okay, yeah. If that's, I will say this to you, that's an insecurity he's projecting onto you. He should trust you as a person. Like when you're in a partnership, there's a lot of components to it that makes it super successful and loving, and that's trust and loyalty. He has to trust you to know that you're going to be loyal. If there's no trust, then there's really no real foundation where you can build on. He has to trust you as a person. If he can't trust you, especially if you didn't give him any reason to not think that way, that's more of his emotions and feelings and insecurities being projected onto you. Okay, so I think you need to really think about that. And I know you know it's hard to think of what can you do to ease the tension when someone's constantly reactive, but that is not your job. Okay, he's a grown person. He has his own mind and thoughts and feelings. If you doing something as simply going outside is gonna make him think you're doing something outside, like, oh, you're doing this and that. That's more or less him having emotions and feelings about you doing something that's very simple. So you gotta be very, I would say, just be careful in the sense of how you engage with this person. It sounds like you gotta walk on eggshells with them. I feel like there's some reason that you feel tugged, and not only moving, like going out with friends and doing things. I feel like you need to leave. That's what your guides are telling me. Like, you want to move to another location. You want to do other things. You want to live out your future and like maybe try out some type of opportunities in a different town or a different state or a different country, depending on where you are. And I think he's stopping you from that. And again, this is something that you have to decide for yourself. I can only tell you what your guides are telling me, but you make that decision on your own. And you're your grown person. You got to really think this through. So see what you really want, not what he wants. Put his wants and needs to the side and see, what does Issa want? What do I want? What do I need right now? And listen to yourself. And it may be hard to accept, but it's needed. And know that relationships, excuse me, whether it's friends, family, or just people in your life, sometimes they're not permanent. Sometimes you have a moment where you're connecting with somebody and you experience something with them, and sometimes you have to let it go. And sometimes you grow with that person and become stronger, okay? So really rethink how your relationship is as a partnership. Is it really a partnership? Are you deciding and talking together and mutually making decisions, or it's just one-sided? So I know it's hard to take this information in, but really I do see with this Two of Wands, there's two aspects of it. There is an opposing force because you're trying to go one way and the opposing force wants you to go the other. And then there's also the two represents moving, expanding, making relocation. So there's something that you need to pay attention to. I think you know what it is. Take your time with it, understanding it. But again, remember, you only live one life. So really think about that when you do those decisions. This is my one life. What do I really want to do? Do I want to sit and please this person? Does this person really make me happy? Do I need to sit and talk with this person and express myself? Maybe talking to him, letting him know how you feel. Maybe he doesn't see it that way unless you speak. Some people are not mind readers, I promise you. You got to tell them how you feel so they can understand if there's something wrong. So maybe you need to have a chat with him about that and express your wants and needs and see if you guys can work together at it. And if that's something that they're not willing to do, then you have to really reevaluate if this is something you want to continue, if this is something you really want to be in. So, again, difficult decisions here, but this is your life. So I've been working a lot on projects with my person, with projects and going to therapy. Perfect. So then remember, always express yourself, especially the move you want to do. If I wanted to talk to this person before, I'm waiting for the rest of it because I feel like you're trying to finish the sentence. Thank you, Tuli. And this comes like any information, or like information meaning what I receive from spirit, it's always something that anyone else can learn from. And this doesn't have to be with a person. This could also be with an area in your life, like your job or a habit, But I was afraid because we broke. Okay. So if this person, all right, I understand why you feel that way. So then I would say one thing for sure, if you do plan to move, and oh, that's the wrong card, but if you do plan to move, just know that if it's for your safety and this person doesn't react well, you don't have to tell them. You can, once you're broken off the person, you don't have to engage with them anymore. You don't have to tell them anything. But if you're working together, then obviously invite the conversation. But if that's not the case, if you guys are not together, I would say move on and don't let them know nothing. They don't have to know. Once a person's out of your life, they don't have to know what the hell you're doing. And you're free to do whatever you want. So it's up to you. See what your heart tells you. And if you're talking with this person, you know, and trying to work things out, express it to them. And if you feel uncomfortable, you feel a little scared to do that, then I wouldn't do something if your gut's saying don't do it. Okay? Especially if it's like just slither on out. Especially you broke up with them, you don't really owe them an explanation. You're welcome. I wish you all the best. And I hope what if you do decide to move, I hope it's a good move and things happen for you. 100%. Yeah. Breakups are very powerful. It's what we do with the breakups afterwards, what we do with ourselves, how we react and act afterwards really does matter. So let's see. We did Isa. Tuli, you're here. Tuli, so I have... Thank you, Dana, Tuli, and Varinga Beard. Thank you so much for being encouraging people on the live. That really helps. When other people receive readings, it really does help to hear other people that can confirm and just be holding space. That's what you're doing, is holding space for Isa, which is really great. It's always nice to have a space in the community to speak and encourage each other. Especially nowadays, we need to unite as people. So we have 2 more readings. We have, from what I understand, is Thuli, and afterwards we're doing Johanna. Yes, it's your turn. So the card deck I'm feeling called to pull for you is the animal, what's it called? The animal messages from the animal guides. Let's see. Ooh, you got elk. So the animal guide is elk. And it says here, stand tall, maintain your dignity no matter what, and others will treat you with respect that you deserve. So elk is a very strong animal guide. They stand strong in who they are, and they don't let nobody knock them down. So that's what I'm hearing with this Thui. Don't let no one knock you down, make you think less of. Okay, so what your guides are telling me is like, I don't know if this is specifically someone in your life, or this could be in a workplace or in a certain environment, maybe home environment. But I feel like some people make you, excuse me, let me just burp again because it's coming out. Some people are trying to make you feel like, I don't know why, but I feel like there's somebody trying to make you feel down. And you're like, no. I feel like you're very sure of yourself as a person. And I feel like someone's trying to make you doubt yourself. I don't know if this is about just making, I feel like as you are as a person, or maybe the decisions you make or the things you're doing, someone's trying to make you think twice, or like, oh, maybe you're a little too much. And you're just like, no, I'm not. I'm fine. And you're kind of wondering, why is this person telling me this? It says belches are free, so are the likes. Thank you so much. That's me channeling when I get the belching. I apologize. Look, if any reader tells you they don't burp or they don't have like little physical sensations, that's a lie. I edit so many burps out of my readings. You don't know, when you see my readings, when I do them, there's some parts edited. It's because I'm burping between the readings. It's too funny. I can't. Yes, they try to put me down all the time. My mom, dad, and my ex-husband. Well, one thing is, I will tell you, it's like people try to knock you out of who you are, and you're just like, no, this is me. I think what it is that they want you to be a certain way. And maybe the way you are is not something they're used to. Maybe you're a little more I feel like you're the type of person, you're like a go-getter. You want what you want and you strive for it, and you don't take no for an answer. That's the type of personality that like really gets you far in life. And I feel like people want you to be more tamed. And you're just like, but why? Like, I'm getting things done. I'm like achieving stuff. Why can't you just be happy for me? Why is it you want me to be a tamed version of myself? That was never me to begin with. I was never this way. I will never be this way. So I feel like this is something that you're kind of mind boggled about. It's like, what is wrong with people? Why are they always trying to change me or make me a tamed version of myself when I'm not that? So you hate it. I know. This is what your guides are telling me. It's like sometimes when we're around a certain kind of group of people, especially when it comes to societal beliefs of who we should be, especially in cultures, it's hard for people to see the value of someone outside of that as a person, as who they are. So not just like, hey, in this culture, you're supposed to do this, but what if you're not that? Are you still going to value me for who I am? And that's, you should value the person. And it's hard for some people to break out of that because, again, that's all they know. But for you, it's like you're kind of like that trendsetter person, that person that walks to the beat of their own drum. And when people tell you no, you're like, yes. And they're like, no. And you're like, yes. For you, it's kind of like it's easy for you to see the clear answer because you know who you are. But for some people, it's hard for them to see like the answer or see your viewpoint because again, they're using their own like programming, projecting mentality in it. So I think what's happening right now and what your guides want me to tell you is that you're gonna be a, because people are judging you and you're kind of done with that. I think you may spend some time to yourself, but I feel like you're gonna start going into a community that's more accepting. So I'm hearing be open to what do you call it? Be open to being vulnerable again with other people. Not everybody. Again, use your discernment. But when you feel like, I feel like this person's a good person and they've shown you enough that they are people that will honor you, this is where you can be vulnerable again. I feel like this has made you kind of closed up in terms of connections because people have judged you and they're not seeing who you really are, and that kind of made you kind of close your heart a bit. So your guides are saying that you may spend some time alone. That's something you may be currently going through, but eventually you're going to start attracting a new group of people. You may meet people that align with you a lot better, and that to not be so closed off with them, and that through time be vulnerable, learn to open up again. So that's what your guides are saying. Keep being who you are, and the people who are not for you, they will walk themselves out, and the people who are will invite themselves in, and they will see you for who you are and celebrate you. So that's something you want to make sure the people around you, they're celebrating you and being there for you in a way that makes you feel heard. It says, I've always stand up for myself and they hate it. I don't settle for less. Yes, they want me to stay tamed. Yeah, that's what's happening now. A lot of people are becoming who they are, and that's in different ways. So people have to be more open. I don't understand why this resistance, but understandable why you feel it. Yes, to keep that energy. So crazy that you said that because I'm a spiritual healer and yes, a trendsetter. Definitely. Thank you so much. I'm starting to open my heart, and yes, I've been spending a lot of time alone. Yeah, they're saying for some time that will be, but then you're going to meet new people. They just want you to be open to the connections. I don't think you realize it, but when you see new people, you're kind of like, you're nice and you're engaging, but a part of you is like, do I trust them? Can I let them in? I hope they don't judge me, because again, that was what you were around. So now you have a little bit of guardedness, but it's okay. It's understandable. But eventually you will meet more people. So they're saying you're going to meet more people that align with you. You may make some friends, which I think is something that you really, really want. And that, and if you don't realize it now, you're going to realize it's very refreshing and very nice to have a support system that understands you. So that's awesome that you're a spiritual healer. Thank you for trusting me to read your energy. But yeah, so know that your heart space, that's something you may want to work on when it comes to new friendships and connections. So you may, I don't know if you sense it, but that's what they're telling me. So that may be something in the future that you want to slowly open yourself up to. Understandable, yeah. The way you feel is not, like, it's normal, to be honest with you. Yeah, a lot of healers go through that, unfortunately. They've been kind of seen as like, oh, why are you doing it this way? They've been judged, or you know, some people like to criticize them for seeing the truth. So it's hard. It's hard being a healer at times, but you got this. And yes, you are definitely going to meet more aligned friendships and even future relationships if you're not in one. So that is your message. I'm glad that's helping you. And I gave you that necessary understanding. So the last person, unless there's someone else here, is Johanna. So Johanna, sorry, I'm burping again. Sorry, let me just drink some water. Aw, thank you. That's so sweet of you. Probably the reason why you are opened up to me, because I had the same problem. It took me a while. I thought I had my heart open, and golly, I did not. So it took me, my most blocked, was my most blocked was my heart chakra, and then whew, that took me time to open that up. So I can empathize with you on that. I can really empathize with you. So you will be fine, and I promise you will find people. I thought I would never, and I actually found people that are like, blows my mind, like how connected and how aligned we are as friends. Oh, trust me, I burp a lot all the time around people. Don't worry. This is something normal for me. I burp a lot when I read, so it's just me transmuting energy. I'm so used to it. I'm so used to burping. But Tuli, you know, because Tuli, you're a healer too, and a lot of people who read or heal tend to have gastro issues. So we're the burps and the fart people. But hey, we help you, right? So, Johanna, this is your message. I know that's a weird segue into your message, but Johanna, I'm getting called to use, and Johanna is Sisalau's friend. So I'm reading for her, and she's the last read. Let's see what's going to happen in terms of your message. Me too's the energy. Yeah, definitely. Some people, it's like an itch in the hand, or the hands turn hot. Some people, you know, but I burp. So that's why you hear, like I said, that's why you hear, you see a lot of editing in my videos, especially when I do my videos. I'm burping in between takes. Like, I'm like, okay, let's go back to the reading. Like, cool fact, I burp between editing. That's why I have to edit all that stuff out. All the burping. All right. So, Johanna, this is your message for this new moon. What message does Johanna need to hear for this moment in time? Nightmare for the editor. 100%. Trust me. If I'm like, I sometimes have a fear that I haven't edited one of my burps out. And like, imagine you, the listeners, listening to a video and you hear, "Urgh," you're like, and I jump scare you with a burp. I apologize in advance. Cause, cause I've had moments where I'm editing and I'm hearing it, and also I hear a loud burp. I'm like, oh my god, I scared myself. Oh god. But if ever in the future, if I forget to edit out one of my burps and I jump scare you as you're hearing the message, I apologize in advance. And you could just laugh. You won't, I don't know if you'll take me seriously as a reader, but no, that's an honest energy transmuting burp. I can't. I laugh at myself so much. I find myself so funny sometimes. I just laugh at the things I do. That's the insider scoop to my psychic self and what I do. People think, oh, being a psychic, yes, there's a lot of burping and farting and feeling stuff. It's really funny. Anyways. Thank you so much. That's so nice of you. So, Johanna, this is your message. Perfect. Some people are like, oh my god, it's gross. Yeah, it doesn't, not that bad. All right, let's get into Johanna's message. Let's see. Ooh, so Johanna, you got the blue heron. That's actually the animal that's displayed on this deck. I love this card deck. So the blue heron has a message. It says, make a stand for what you believe in and do what feels right in spite of any judgment or disapproval from others. So it looks like you have to like say your truth, not caring what other people say. I feel like you may ruffle other people's feathers, but again, that is your truth. Sometimes some people only want to hear what they want to hear, and they don't invite the truth into their reality. So literally, Johanna, sometimes your truth will shatter their illusion. I don't know who this is, but sorry, not sorry. Literally, sorry, not sorry. Just say what you want to say. And I think this illusion that they have in their mind will shatter, but it's because the world does not revolve around them. So whoever this is, they need to kind of be a little more empathetic and kind of understand that there is other people around them and they have feelings and thoughts as well, and that anyone who has a difference of opinion, again, is a difference of opinion. It's not a threat or an attack on them. So I don't know who this person is. They sound pretty I feel like this may be a parental, or this may be like somebody in the family that just you speaking your truth is like a problem. There she goes again saying these things. And you're just like, what are you talking about? I'm just giving you another outlook, another viewpoint. So, Johanna, don't let this person or people or even environment, this could be workplace, deter you from speaking your truth. Like I said, make a stand for what you believe in. And I feel like Spirit's going to show you what is for you and what is not. And maybe if this person is, like I said, they think the world revolves around them and your truth shatters their world, maybe this will kind of push them away from you so you don't have to deal with them anymore. I don't know who this is. They sound really annoying. This is the energy. I feel like they're so annoying. That's why I keep hearing they're so annoying. Like, it's like I don't know who this is. They feel really annoying. So, Johanna, I feel for you. Sometimes there's some people that they think the world revolves around them, or they can't see other people's viewpoints outside of themselves. So that must be very annoying to be around someone who just does not want to see or acknowledge other people. So be the boo heron and stand in your own 2 feet. Express yourself freely. Don't be sorry for saying what you want to say, especially if it's just a difference of opinion. People should handle difference of opinions as difference of opinions, not an attack. It's not a threat on your existence. Relax. I feel like you're reading my mom's energy. Well, hey, if the shoe fits, um, if the shoe fits, man. So maybe Johanna's dealing with something very similar. But but I do feel like it may be more like workplace related for you, Johanna. This may be a parental or a workplace. I feel like someone like that, they tend to think the world's about them. I personally, that's why I don't like people. I love people, but I don't like people sometimes. See that? You hear that? I love people because I love everyone, but do I have to like them? That's different. But like I said, just speak your truth. Don't feel bad for saying what you have to say. You don't have to coddle other people's emotions, especially if they're a grown adult. They should know how to handle themselves. And if you're saying things in respect and in a way that you're not hurting nobody, they shouldn't be so bothered by it. You know, we're all adults here. Shake the table. Definitely. So that's something like, I love people, but I don't have to like you. If I don't like you, that's fine. Doesn't mean I don't love you as a person. Love is universal. But that's a different story. That's a different story, my friend. So I would say that let this guide you. Don't be afraid to speak your truth. If you've already been speaking your truth and you're just like, oh, maybe I should apologize, don't do it. Especially if you didn't say it out of disrespect. You said it with respect, and just stating what you feel. Don't take your words back, because then they're going to think they're right. And some people need to have a reality check, okay? They really do. So that's your message, Johanna. I hope that helps you. I hope that affirms what you're feeling and affirms what you did in terms of like speaking your truth if you already spoke your truth. So yeah, we're grown folk here. We shouldn't be coddling people at a certain age. After a while, you can handle yourself. Of course, sis allow. I hope it helps her. And you know, again, I send her a lot of hugs, because dealing with annoying people, and now in this time, in this moment with all these things happening, it's unnecessary. It really is. So, oh, thank you. Phil, you're so sweet. Thank you so much for joining me. And thank you everyone who got a reading. I hope these messages help you. I am going to, maybe not tonight, but tomorrow I might put the timestamps for the manifestation tips that I gave earlier. And obviously, Sisela, I'm going to put the timestamp for Johanna and her message. And yeah, check out my other playlists. I have Reiki playlists. Yes, I have pick a cards. I do new moon readings once a month. And I haven't done a mediumship reading yet. I'm gonna gauge that. I'm not gonna give you a definite when I'm gonna do it. I usually go by what spirit tells me, because I'm healing myself. Healers heal, so we go through waves of things. So I've been feeling called to do a mediumship, but maybe I think next month I feel like maybe that might happen, or the month after. It depends on where I'm at. But I also do mediumship lives. I don't do them as often as the readings, because mediumship is more energy. But I might do one very soon. Just stay tuned. I'll announce it on the community tab on this part. But just check out my videos. Check my YouTube. I have some Reiki playlists. I have the midweek reading and other things. And I think I'm going to do, I forgot, I did all the zodiac signs, but I forget which sign I'm doing next. I think I'm doing water signs last. And it's for March, but also into April. So, yeah. Thank you so much for joining me. And if you enjoyed this, subscribe. There's more to come. I don't know how I don't really plan these videos. I just do what I feel. So, yeah, I see you on the next one. Thank you for joining me and have a good night. Bye-bye.